Hello everyone, welcome to Bryxton Bay, our second city in Cities Skylines 2, which has its own map theme pack. We have a 4K and a 2K texture pack, and the packs are also there in the mod pack by Game World. Our goal will be to make this city as detailed as possible, and Bryxton Bay is a modified version of Archipelago Haven. So we'll be using some mods to change the overall gameplay of the map, like painting and resources according to our liking. And I just want to say, please don't forget to hit like, subscribe and turn on all the notifications and do all the good stuffs if you enjoyed this video and want to be part of the cities and other cities development. I'll highly appreciate it. So without further ado, let's roll the live play. So welcome to Bryxton Bay. This is a modified version of Archipelago Haven. We have quite a few different islands here and there, and we have modified terrains for each of them, and we have got a small lake over here. So in today's episode, we will be starting our city in Bryxton Bay. This is the starting tile. Let's fix some roads first of all. So as you can see, we have fixed the roads and they are not dented or under the ground. So what is today's plan? So I'm thinking of making a farm over here, and it will be raised. So there will be some sculpting, some terraforming for the land. Then on the right side of the main road side, we'll have some houses, and then beneath and closer to the intersection, we'll be having some big shops. So it can basically have a look of Walmart or Target. Let's start our build. First of all, we'll come over here. I'll continue this road till the end, like so, and then we'll grab our alleyway road and then we'll curve around on the edges. I'll grab over here and we'll come out straight for a bit, and then we'll curve around here, and then we'll come straight till here, then curve around a bit like so. And now I'll go ahead and raise this land up. As you can see, we have raised this land and it's going to be slightly raised, so it's not going to be like that obvious. And I'll do one thing straight away. I'll open developer mode and search fence, and then I think I want this one. I want this fence, and then we'll go on straight line, then fence mode, and let's start from here. Turn on anarchy so that if we go on the road, then the fence will be placed. So we'll come till here, and let's check if our fences are placed, and yes, it is. And I'll also go ahead and place the fences along our evergreen lane. And as you can see, we have placed the fence throughout and it's not breaking anywhere, so that's a good sign. And this will be acting as the boundaries for our farm. I don't think we need over here, because we won't be coming much close to the highway, and we'll be having a sound barrier over here regardless. And before we start with our farms, let's come over here and make some grids for our homes, because before proceeding for industries, we'll have to zone some residential and then commercial. So we'll prepare some frames, and I want to do one thing right away, and that is to make our primary road, and this will become our main arterial for our or this side of the map. So if people want to come over here, they can go over there, or maybe we can make a small interchange over here which will lead to this as well, so it will relieve some pressure on this interchange, but I don't think we need to worry about that right now. So now let's start building our houses and frames. So as you can see, we have made quite a lot of grids, and this will help in some zonings. And we have our two main roads for now. So before we move on to commercial, we'll start zoning over here. So as you can see, we have placed all these houses for now, and on the Evergreen Street we have gone through and added these big houses, and behind in the alleyway roads we have gone with some 3x5s rather than 3x6s. And on the Pearl Street over here we have gone through and added some commercial. We have left some gap, and that gap will be either for some parks or for offices later on. So let's finally hit play. Until we are waiting for them, let's grab our gravel road. And one of the roads I want to go from here. Like so. And we can come maybe straight till here. And whoa, I almost forgot. I guess I did forget to add some power, and so we will be adding some right over here, and then we can change our road probably, so it can go just underneath it, and we will connect this. And for our water and sewage, I want our water tower to be like in the farm, so we can have our water tower like maybe towards the end over here, and we can attach this to the road directly. So for sewage, currently I'm just gonna go and do the dirty work and connect from here, hit anarchy and just connect it with the outside connection, because currently I want to focus on detailing rather than the simulation. So we'll hit play and everything should go normal, and then more people will be moving in. But for our farms, I want our road to basically come like so, and then let's open dev mode and we'll choose grain. And for now I think we can place it over here and then start making the zone. So as you can see, we have placed this, and you will find this to be very boring and all, but I think we can make it a little bit more interesting. We'll come over here and type CATT, that is for cattle, and we'll get some extractors over here, and we want some specific ones over here. So I think this can look good over here. So it's going to be placed over here, and then we can do some detailing at the end. And we also have this big boy, or we can go some small sheds like this. And then we will be going to over here and then search around, hang around area. And what this does is it creates some sort of limit in its area, where if you spawn any animal, it won't go farther than that area that you have assigned. So for that, we'll be coming to over here, and then we can just close it over here. So you can see this area over here. And now we'll come to spawners or spawner, and we need to find cattles basically. So if you go ahead and search any wild animal, that is bear or deer, it will not be confined to this area, and they can roam around freely, and God knows where they will go. So for example, we'll do a cow spawner over here, maybe one over here. Once we hit play, these animals should be spawning, and as you can see, the animals have started spawning, and we have horses and everything, and they are sort of underneath the ground, but as you can see, this feels much more populated, and with the surfaces I think we can do much better. Join it back, and there you have the green grass, and I think we can have a few more spawners because this feels kind of empty, and I think this should make this quite a lot populated. And we have these cute little chickens, and we have all the animals that we can have in this area. And now that we have placed our grass, we'll start placing our fence, because that is quite important. And with this, we have closed all the parts where we could, and this is basically how our farm will be looking like. So we'll be filling up these gaps here and there, and looks like we do need some healthcare. Before we do need to add closure area for our commercials that we'll be placing over here, and after that we can for sure add our medical clinic right over here. And then this is our cemetery, and I guess there's no place better than placing our cemetery right over here. And then with our change tree size tool, we can just change our size of the trees of our cemetery just like that. And now we can start focusing on our farms again. So for the borders, I want to place some mixed trees, so I'll be creating a class. So I want an oak, I want pine, I want spruce, I want maybe this wild green bush, then maybe this one. We can have one fun color, that is birch. And I think that should be it for our tree lining. And I'll decrease the brush size to maybe 40 or 20. Just like that, we have the simple bush lining, and we also have our fences. So, and we can also see our cattle from here, and this was the reason why we raised this a bit, so that cattle stay safe. And we have this bush lining or tree lining over here, and probably we can do some more things over here. So we can come back to home and search our cattle, which will give us the extractor, and we can probably place our big one right over here. And then we can do some fun stuff like this, and then close it. And there we have another set of grass. And the same way we can also remove the trees. And now we'll search fence, and there you go, we have fenced this. And now we'll again go to hanger, so hang around area, and then we can just update this, and we can just close it like so. And then with the help of spawners, we can just leave it like that. Have some cow spawners, then some sheep, and maybe a few chicken spawners here and there. And this is really this simple, and we have like 2 of our farms ready, cattle farms. So one thing you will have to keep in mind, that making these farms over here like this won't add to any production value. So if you come to maybe production, when you will come over here, you will not see anything. So you will still have to place these farms over here, your normal farms, but you can still decorate it with these, and they look so good. They are so filled up and feel so much more lively and lived in. We have so many cows over here, and same thing over here, so many cows, we have so many chickens. And this is the way that you make these farms. And this was suggested by Dome in one of his guides in Cities Skylines 2 modding server or in Discord. And to be honest, this feels so good. And just like that, we started building a really cool town over here. And now we'll move on and plant some trees in the middle. A few from there, then maybe a few from here. And then we can probably place these ones, the hickory tree, for some breakups. So this will give quite a lot of breakup to all those pines and spruce. And over here I want to have a few houses over here, so probably the big ones, and then probably one tiny 2x3 over here, and a massive 2x5, 2x4, 2x4, a 3x3. So with the farms, this will also add some breakups over here, so it won't be only farms over here, so we'll have a few couple of houses here and there. And over here I think we can probably have a few bushes, so maybe turning on anarchy and having a few bushes lined till there. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, but in between we also hit milestone 1, and now we have hit milestone 2. So we unlocked our medical care and garbage in the previous one, and in this one we have unlocked medium densities and then elementary and high school. What was I doing? Yeah, I was placing some bushes. Like so, and there we have our normal looking bush line between these two farms, or these two types of farms. We have livestock one over here, and then we have these two, and I think these houses are perfect for what we have over here, and this one also looks quite good. We just have to wait for these two over here, and I'm not quite sure if I want these types of houses, so I'll see and wait for them, because I want a particular type of house. And over here I'm also thinking of adding a pathway right beside this and leaving some gap for trees. And there comes our second connection, and we can though connect this with our pathway, so just like this. So we should have like crossings over here, and we can also recenter this, so turning off all the snappings, having it perfectly in the middle, then turning on the snappings, and then connecting it like so. And yes, this was the house that I was looking for, this European house. It has a quite nice huge lawn at the back, and we can decorate this by a few oaks, and it's quite a nice property. So as I was saying, we can have one building over here. I'm wondering if we can have some cotton farming. So the building is like quite different, and we'll change the texture as well, so don't worry. And have this like this, and then we can come around to surfaces, So it's quite different, yet it will do the job basically. And we can also increase this till here, and over here I think, and now this have become a custom shed and custom farm. So we have like this main building, main farmhouse, and then they have like their own little shed over here. This has its own gate. Yeah, I think I'm quite liking this, or I should say I'm quite enjoying it. So now we'll select the evergreens and zone them like this, and then we can zone some grass, and there we have our lining, bush lining. And I think we can also have a few over here, and probably I can do the same thing that we did over there. And there you go, we have filled this with some plant trees and bushes, and we have got like all the types of bushes and everything. And yeah, I think this is turning out really well. And we have like these houses over here, then at the end we have this cute little cattle shed over here, and I don't think I placed that, but I think I will place it over here because this suits quite a bit. And probably spruce in the middle, and maybe over here. And this is it. Even this field now looks quite good, and it feels like we have something over here other than like just a complete empty farm. And we can also go ahead and add maybe one more oak over here. Feels a bit empty over there, but I'm quite happy with this and how it's looking. And this and the whole rest of the area will be basically this. And we also have quite a lot of demand for everything basically, so let's zone some more. So we have zoned some more over there, and probably over here we can also go ahead and do a few tiny bits of detailing. And I think this is turning out quite well. So let's come over here. We'll do the rest of the farm in detailing time lapse, but I showed you how it's done and what's the gist of it over here, and I'll do the rest in the time lapse. And let's come over here for our commercial complex, and we are going to hit home developer mode, and we are probably going to search some signature buildings. And we have this massive supermarket over here, which we are going to hit a pause, and now we'll take an alleyway road right behind us, like so, and probably add another one over here, and then we'll search invisible for our invisible parking. And now everything should be fine and look decent. So 2 of our buildings are done for our commercial complex, and the main one is like the marketplace. Make it look like this is like a Target or your, and then this one can basically be your cinema, so your IMAX, and then it has those props, and then some parking in the back, and then parking at the side, and then your Walmart Target has quite a lot of parking in the front. And over here, rather than making this another commercial, I think we can probably include some fire station and police station over here, because we have unlocked that also. So police station do take quite a lot of space, and I want our police station to come over here, and our fire station looks sort of like church, so I want to emphasize that and include this over here. So our fire station, or say church, is quite far back from our street, from our Pearl Street, and what this does is it gives some sort of opportunity for us to detail around the church. And over here for our church, what I'm thinking is we can decorate this for a small park and sitting area for people, and then at the sides we can add some space, and for the police station we can also include that with the church, and can be some other building, because both of the architecture is quite similar. Let's decorate the front first. And since this is a public place, hence we will not be adding any sort of fences or anything. Anyone can come here and enjoy and sit and relax outside of the church. I mean, we all know that it's a fire station, but let's keep that aside and just think this is a church, and we have this decoration. And for the sides we can obviously have a few pathway designs. And this is our park. You have like this nice entrance, and we have like this sort of park area, or normal detailing here and there. And at the front we have lights, and this is our church park basically. And to be honest, I'm quite liking this build, and it's like a cute little start for our city. And we have like made these farms already, and I think this will be it for today's episode. Like, this is the main build that I wanted to target and to get started with our city basically. And we have reached 175 and we are still growing, and we have made this quite big commercial complex, and probably we can do something more over here, and that will be done in our detailing time lapse. And we can leave this space for maybe our next build over here. And in the detailing time lapse we'll also finish our farms, and we'll also have to make sure that we do something over here, because we just can't keep that as it is. I'm quite happy, and I'll see you guys in the detailing review. And here we have finished all the detailing, and we had to zone some more residential on the top. But let me walk through what we have done in our farm. And as you move on in Evergreen Street, you will come to this intersection, and then when you go to Evergreen Lanes, then you will come to the main road that will be leading towards the farms, and it diverges in between in two different directions, and you have your first farm over here. So as you move on to this curvy road, you have few houses over here, and you have this cattle shed over here. We have quite a lot of cattle here, and everything is properly fenced in, so no one is escaping. And then as you move ahead in our Barlow lane, you will notice we have a few storage options over here. So we have a storage container over here, and then as you move on, you will find another cattle shed over here. And as you move to the last one, we have quite a massive farm over here, and its owner is probably living over here as well. But if we come back to Evergreen Lane, and if you move ahead, then you will find the second road as well, and it also diverges and flows through the hill. And you have your first storage container, then you have a few houses, then you have a massive house there and a few storages, and then we have this massive farm over here. But if you go straight ahead, you will find another farm on the right side, and as you move on, you have two farms on the either side. So over here we have our cattle farm, our livestock farm, and on the left side we have cotton farming. And then this road loops around and goes to Pacific Lane, and over here we have quite a lot of stuffs. So we have another cotton farming, then we have another cattle livestock farming over here, and then as you move on, you have another cotton farming over here. And as you move on, you come to Spring Lane, and here you will find a small garden where we have placed our water tower. It's properly decorated and connected. On the other side of Spring Lane, we have this farm which has a built-in windmill, and we did some decorations over here as well. And then this loops around, and we have another road which is going to nowhere for now, but I believe I want to take this road till the end, and then we can have some sort of watchtower over here which will be looking to our east, where we have our sun right now. And I think I really enjoyed this build, and this farm looks actually good and like quite lived in than compared to what we did in our Greenland. And with this, if you liked and enjoyed today's video and you learned something new, just like I learned how to make these custom farms, then please drop a like. And if you want to be a part of this city or the other cities developments, then please hit subscribe and turn on all the notifications so you know when the new video drops. And with this, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Enjoy the cinematics and peace.